I was traveling and, dealing with personal issues, but I'm back now. And yeah, this video is going to be a long one, so I would grab a snack, do what you gotta do, just watch it all the way through, and you're a real one. Alright, all jokes aside, I am really sorry that I've been gone. If you really enjoy my videos, thank you, you're a real one. To everyone who hasn't subscribed, please subscribe now, and if you want to know when I upload, please click the notification bell somewhere in the corner. Don't really know, but yeah. So if I'm looking at my phone a lot, it's because I have a list of everything that I want to talk about and cover in this video. So I'm going to try to not speak so fast, but be thorough and explain to you guys what I've been through, because last time I made a video was on my birthday. It was 2 days before my surgery, and then I had surgery, and then now I'm like a little over a month post-op. I'm going to be 2 months post-op on the 17th. So if you want to know how everything's going, tips, tricks, the hardships, everything in my journey, keep watching. Last time I made a video, I was telling you guys about everything that I've been doing leading up to surgery, my liquid diet, everything like that. Well, then I had surgery. I stuck through my liquid diet, and I really didn't think I was going to make it. It was actually really hard, extremely hard. And then I had to, keep up with the liquid diet after the surgery, and I'll talk about that in a minute. But so I went to La Jolla, where I got my surgery done. I stayed in a hotel that night, and then the next morning I think I had a 7 a.m. surgery, so I had to be there by like 5:30, no later than 5:30. And I went into the area. They weighed me, did some labs. And then I went into the pre-op area where I had to strip down, butt naked, a little ox, if you ask me. And I had to put on their hospital robe thing. I don't know what it's called, a gown, I think. But yeah, I had to put on a gown, and then they, I just had to wait for my surgery time to come around. I had to say goodbye to my mans, and that was pretty sad because I had to stay there by myself. I had no phone, no nothing, just sitting in a hospital bed. I was a nervous wreck. I have anxiety, so I guess that didn't really help, but my anxiety was through the roof. Like, I was like crying, I was shaking. Surgery is just like a really big fear of mine, and it scares me a little bit because you never know what's gonna happen, and it's completely out of your control. So I was just waiting around. Then my assistant surgeon, she came around to see me, and I was just a nervous wreck, so I started crying, of course, because I'm a big baby. If you know me personally, you know I'm a big baby. I'm a tough baby, but I'm a big baby. I started crying. I was kind of nervous, and she just said, everything's gonna be okay. You're gonna come out of this. Your journey's gonna be amazing. She really she was like a mom figure to me, because she really helped me really want to go through with this. I mean, I would have went through with it anyway, either way, but she just made me feel more comfortable, and the surgeon himself really made me feel comfortable too. So it was time for surgery, and they wheeled my ass back to the OR, and I was a nervous wreck. I was shaking, I was crying. I told the doctors, oh, this looks like Grey's Anatomy OR, because if you watch Grey's Anatomy, you know what I'm talking about. Grey's is a very good show to watch medical things, but I guess it could scare you a little bit, because they told me, that's probably why you're scared. And I didn't think about that, but so yeah, I was in the room with the doctors. My surgeon wasn't there yet. The anesthesiologist and I were just kind of chatting it up. And then he said, you're going to kind of feel funny, but I didn't administer the anesthesia. Anesthesia? I can never say the damn word, but administer the damn drug to you. And then we were talking it up, and then all of a sudden I just everything went blank. If you guys want to know about pain and after surgery and stuff, this I'll tell you. I will tell you, girl, because I woke up not knowing where I was, kind of freaked out because I was in the post-op area. It startled me a little bit, and immediately I had pain. bad pain. And they told me what the pain was gonna be like. They tell you, they kind of brace you for it and everything, but you'll never really know how it feels. I could explain it to you a million times, but you're never really gonna get it unless you go through the surgery yourself. And so I was like, okay, you know, like whatever. Woke up and I'm like immediately in pain. It was like a burning pain. It felt kind of like someone was like solderizing my insides. I don't know how to explain. I don't know what solderizing feels like, but it just felt really like a burning sensation, and I felt like I couldn't breathe. And it really freaked me out because I've had one other surgery and it was on my gallbladder, and actually woke up in the middle of my gallbladder surgery, which scared me to have surgery in the first place. But the gallbladder surgery wasn't that bad. It just kind of felt kind of like sore and bruised. And when I woke up immediately, I was just like, give me pain meds, like please give me the Dilaudid pain meds. And they usually give you like, I think, I don't really know, but like the girl said like a syringe of Dilaudid, and she gave me half of a syringe of Dilaudid because she didn't think I was in that much pain. Mind you, I was moaning, I was groaning, I was screaming. I mean, not like excessively, but like, you know, like, please give me pain meds. But I couldn't really speak, and so I was out of it and like falling in and out of sleep. So I was really angry because the nurse didn't give me enough Dilaudid or like pain meds, and I needed more because I was in a lot of pain. And that's probably why. But yeah, so I went up to my room and I was in pain. I finally seen my man. He was by my side and he was like, oh my God, like he was freaking out because I was freaking out, and he doesn't like to see me in pain. So yeah, I went to my room, and then, you know, the recovery time just started. So I thought I was going to be staying 2 days in the hospital, but I ended up staying, I think, 3 or 4. I want to say 3, but I think it was 4. And then I got to go home. But in the hospital, it was very hard for me to want to drink. Like, I couldn't drink water, but like eating ice chips because I was so hungry, it was really hard to even swallow anything. It was really hard to consume like the liquids from the ice. I had to get up and walk every so many hours so that, you know, no blood clots, and like it kept my blood flowing and everything. And whew, it was a toughie. Like, I was out of breath by the time I turned the corner in the hospital. And I mean, I was going to the gym, so like you think that I would be kind of fit enough to walk, but you're actually really weak after surgery, and you don't know it until you get up and try to walk around. But I walked around. I progressively walked around. Like, I made more distance every time I got up and walked. And eventually I kind of just slowed off my pain meds, and they started giving me, I think it was like Tylenol, and that really helped and everything. And then I got to go home. When I got home, I had to continue my clear liquid diet, and I couldn't really consume water. Water was really hard for me to drink. My man was like constantly like, drink your water, because I wasn't getting enough liquids, and you can actually get really dehydrated if you don't keep up on your liquids. But it was really like, I didn't have a desire to drink anything. I was very nauseous, everything. Like, it was just really difficult. And it was hard for me to actually keep, like, I didn't have Dunning syndrome yet, but like to have like an appetite or a desire to drink water. And like I said before, I'm a water drinker, so it was really hard. And I couldn't do my Premier shakes or like the soups. Like, I would drink a little bit and then kind of waste it. Sorry, my dog is being annoying. But yeah, so it was really hard for me to keep up with my liquids like I was supposed to. I kind of probably should have drank more protein than I did, but you know, I think I got the bare minimum that you're supposed to have. It's really hard, and if you're on your clear liquid diet after surgery, girl, nobody's gonna blame you, or boy, nobody's gonna blame you if you can't keep things down or you feel really nauseous, because that is something that you don't think is gonna be a big problem, but it really is. And it's all about feeling like you want to drink or eat something and you don't feel that. It's like impossible to feel it because your body is going through all these changes and stuff. I did clear liquid diets for about, I think you were supposed to do it for like 2 to 3 weeks after surgery. And then I was cleared to go to the gym at my first post-op appointment to kind of just start like light cardio and walking. And I tried going to the gym and doing light cardio and walking. And the first day was like really tiring and really hard for me to actually stay consistent with it and stay up with it. Like I felt like it was really hard for me to actually be in the gym and work out. It was just a little bit too much for me, and I felt like I would be able to do it because I was working out at the gym prior to surgery, but I thought wrong. Like it's actually really hard to work out because you don't have energy. And then again, I wasn't consuming enough protein. So yeah, you're allowed to start introducing softer foods into your diet, which is called like the pureed stage, where everything is supposed to be like kind of like a smoothie or like mashed potatoes. Smoothies where fruit is kind of hard for you to consume because it has natural sugars in it and it can actually cause dumping syndrome. So I didn't do smoothies, but I did try mashed potatoes, and my doctor okayed me to try like really soft chicken, which would be like stuff you make chicken salad with. And I tried that, and it wasn't that bad. Actually, chicken salad was kind of my go-to. It still kind of is. And if you find, you can go actually on Pinterest, which has helped me a lot, and type in bariatric soft food stage recipes, and they'll pull up like a shit ton of things that you can like consume. Like I found a buffalo chicken salad thing that I actually really enjoy. If you're in the soft food stage and you don't think anything is working for you, really try refried beans. You can even get like the refried beans with like salsa in it. It's fire. Add a whole bunch of cheese. Cheese, it will be your best friend because cheese is a soft food. Cheese sticks kind of got me through all of my hunger because my appetite started coming back in my soft food stage and my nausea started going away. So, but cheese does help. Like I said, I was traveling and I went to Arizona and Utah. Actually, right before I left Arizona the night before, I got my first dumping syndrome. Yep, I said it, first dumping syndrome. It was a disaster, and it actually, like, I'm a person that doesn't like throwing up before surgery. It makes me like nervous and sweaty and I feel sick. Like I'm probably over exaggerating every time I throw up, but that's just how I feel. And I thought that's how dumping syndrome was gonna feel. But for me, it felt like I was eating, I got dumping syndrome from eating eggs. And it felt like everything wasn't going down my throat, like into my stomach. It felt like everything was just stuck kind of right here. So that's when I had the dumping syndrome. And that actually probably was my fault because I didn't eat as slow as you're supposed to. You're supposed to eat slow and chew thoroughly, but I have a really hard time eating slow because, you know, it's hard to eat slow because food is just so good and you're excited because you've been on this clear liquid diet forever, and it's complicated, okay? So adding new foods to my diet was really hard because everything I eat, I throw up almost. I have the dumping syndrome. I was drinking Premier protein shakes, like in my last video. I told you guys that's pretty much how I get my protein in. And now I cannot drink them. Like they're too thick and too sweet. Right now I don't want anything sweet, which is surprising because I've had a sweet tooth since like birth, you know. But no, I can't eat anything sweet. Everything sweet is just like too much. Sorry, my hair was caught to my earring. But everything sweet is just like too much for me. So finding a protein that works for me, like a protein supplement, like drink, is really hard. I did go to my local GNC and kind of asked like, hey, how can I get protein without having sugar? I found my clear protein. This is what I got. It's called Genet Pro. I have this freaking thing on it, but I can't get it off. See, I told you, I'm weak without this. But yeah, I use this. They say that it doesn't taste like anything, and it's supposed to give you, I think it has 30 grams of protein. Let me see. 1 scoop equals 30 grams of protein. I've heard things about this that people say that like you would actually have to get 2 scoops to get 30 grams of protein. They say that it doesn't taste like anything, but it's a lie. It does. If you just put it in your water, like the GNC person was like, yeah, just add it to your water, girl. It'll be good, like no problem. It tastes like shit. If you had a protein supplement that you don't like because it tastes nasty, that's how it tastes. I did add it to Crystal Light, like the lemonade packets with water, and that helped because it kind of just drowned out the nasty taste. But you can also sprinkle it on your food. You can put it in your eggs. You can, whatever you want, you could do. So that is how I get my protein in, but I haven't really been staying up to it, I'm not gonna lie to you, because I feel like I eat a lot of beans and a lot of turkey sausage and turkey meat in general is the only thing that works for me. So I feel like I don't really need the protein. I probably should take the protein because your girl's hair is gonna fall out, which hair loss. I haven't really experienced that yet. I do know it's coming in my 2nd month. I heard that's when it begins. I don't feel like I'm going to have a lot of hair loss, but I mean, you never know. Next video, a bitch might be bald, and I'm just keeping it real with you. But I have blue hair, as you can tell. I mean, it is dying out. I think I'm going to just dye my hair all black again so that I don't have to keep up with the blue, because I don't need to be damaging my hair if there is hair loss that can happen, you know, you feel me? But yeah, so let's talk about the gym. I don't want to talk about the gym, but let's get there. So gym, as you guys know, in my last video, I was getting it hard, working out in the gym. Like, I've had some vlogs I filmed for y'all. I was gonna put it all in like a gym vlog kind of thing. But as soon as I had the surgery and then I tried it, like I said, with my cardio and all that, I went to the gym like twice so far, and this is almost my 2nd month. I think it's just because I've had a busy schedule, and every time I go out to where I go to the gym at, I end up having to do something else. I know I am making excuses, but I am planning on getting to the gym starting Monday morning for a week consistent and starting a new routine, because I have lost muscle and I have lost fat. Well, I mean, losing fat is great, but losing muscle is bad because I don't consume my protein. So I need to get my muscle gains up, and I have noticed some loose skin on my arms and my thighs. A little bit on my stomach, but I mean, not as drastic as I know it's going to be soon. I asked you guys some questions on Instagram, and I said, hey, you know, like, ask me some questions on Instagram, and I'm answering them in a Q&A. So I'm gonna pull them up right now if I can figure out how to use social media, because your girl can't use social media. But yeah, we'll see. Alright, so first question from my girl Maritza is, have you been losing as much weight as you would like, and how much are you able to eat now? So no, I have not been losing as much weight as I would like. I don't know if I'm comfortable with sharing my actual like pounds yet, because I just don't know if I'm there yet. But I'm almost to my first goal weight, but I feel like I should have been there by now. I think it has to do with a lot of the fact that I'm not going to the gym like I should be. But I'm losing, I would say, maybe like 2 to 3 pounds a week. I've lost a total of, I want to say, like 15 pounds since my surgery, maybe a little bit more. I know I was down 30 pounds when I went into surgery. No, I think like 20 pounds, yeah. 20 pounds, because I'm like 50 pounds down now. I haven't weighed myself recently, but I feel like I'm not losing as much weight because I'm not in the gym and not staying consistent. What I eat now, or how much I eat now, I try to give myself smaller portions on a plate, because a normal person gives themselves what they think they can eat, right? But now I give myself what you would probably consider a kid's size amount. So the next question is from Katie. Hey girl. And she said, what's a big thing that's actually helping your weight loss? What is your routine? I think the number one thing that was helping me lose weight was the gym, but I haven't really been there lately, like I said. My routine is I make sure I get 3 meals in a day. So I wake up, I make breakfast. Usually it's like eggs, turkey sausage, cheese, some potatoes. And then I have like a lunch. I try to eat really healthy for lunch. And then if I'm out and about and I have to eat, I go to the Chipotle because they have bowls there. And I eat the veggie style bowls. But my routine is really just trying to stay active, but I haven't really been doing that, so I don't have one right now. And I'm not gonna lie to you, so it will be being active, I promise. The next question is from Valen. Hey girl. She said, what has been the hardest part of this whole journey? 2 things have been the hardest part of this whole journey, and that is consuming protein, and because protein makes you feel full and it makes you not feel weak, and I constantly feel weak like 100% of the time if I'm not drinking water or eating something. I mean, like eating properly, then I feel weak, and nobody likes that, you know, like nobody likes to feel like they need to sit down because they're gonna faint or whatever the case may be. The second hardest thing I would say is the fact that my man and I eat usually the same meal, or like I make dinner and we eat the same thing, but because of this diet I can't really make, well, I can make things for him, but I haven't really made dinners that he would enjoy. It's more about just about me, and I feel like that's a little selfish of me, but you know, I feel like now that I'm at the stage where I can eat more things and interpret more things into my diet, it's going to be a little bit easier for the both of us. But I would just say like the main hardest thing is eating with him and, you know, us both being satisfied, because nobody wants a conflict, and sometimes, you know, we get hangry and angry and mad and crazy. So yeah. Next question is from Tori. Hey girl. And she said, are you eating clean now, or how does that work? Do you have a nutritionist? I guess you would call it clean eating. I mean, the only thing that I really put into my diet that isn't like considered clean eating, I guess, would be like cheese, because I'm an excessive cheese lover. But I feel like I am clean eating, but I think clean eating has a lot to do with like vegetables and meats, and I haven't really been able to keep down vegetables or meat, so I'm not there yet. But I do have a nutritionist. She gives me pretty much like papers saying what I can eat for how many weeks, and like what I should try and what I should stay away from. She has been teaching me this whole entire process, what I need to be staying away from, and like what is good for me, and probably what's going to work and what's not going to work, because other gastric bypass patients have not been able to keep down certain things, so like that's what you should go off of, kind of thing. But yeah, so it is a little bit hard. I don't see my nutritionist as much as I would probably need to, or I need to personally, because you see her like every like 3 to 6 months after surgery, once you have the surgery. But I know that I can stay up on my eating, and I can keep myself accountable. The only biggest thing right now for me is staying in the gym, because I feel like the gym keeps you accountable. If you're going to the gym, then like you're definitely eating better and clean, and you know, clean eating and like taking care of yourself because you are working out. And that I'm getting back in the gym on Monday, I swear. All right, well, that's all the questions that I have on my Instagram. So yeah, well, that was pretty much my entire video. I don't know if you guys noticed my new setup, my new filming setup. I'm going to try to kind of spice it up here every now and then. Well, that's all for today, guys, and I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any other questions about my weight loss journey, or you know, my surgery, anything like that, feel free to comment below or send me a DM on Instagram. All my socials and everything will be linked below. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell so you know when I upload. And thank you guys for watching. I really enjoy your support, and I'm so thankful for it. And I know this video was kind of all over the place. I know my bra was showing on one part of it. I'm sorry, but I don't have a monitor, so I'm getting there. And I just hope you guys stay patient with me and keep supporting me. Till next time. Bye!